morning, Wednesday morning, day 3 without a smartphone, and yeah, it's still going fine. Now, it's going to be a normal day at work today, no radio or anything like that. I'm going to have my hair cut at lunchtime though, really needs it. And of course, sitting in a barber shop waiting room with no phone to play with, I might have to read some of their magazines. On second thoughts, far too many people waiting. Probably have the same idea as me. I'll have to try again tomorrow. For the rest of the day, nothing much changed. It just took a bit longer to send the occasional text message, and my colleagues laughed when I received one. Still can't see emojis though. So we've reached the end of day 3. Yeah, I've got to say that I'm actually starting to get used to it. And shock horror, I've lost 1 battery point though. That's unbelievable. Right, well, I think there's just one thing that is still kind of niggling, and it's almost as if I'm coming down from an addiction, because when I'm sitting down just doing nothing, my instinct almost is to go into my pocket, like a smoker would go for their cigarettes. That's going to take a little while to shake off, I think. I'm not sure if that'll be done by the end of the week. As we got a bit of time on today's update, I thought we'd have a look at what the phone can actually do. Bearing in mind this was top of the range back in the day. It was marketed as a business phone and used as such. And I think you can guarantee that in 20 years' time, today's smartphones won't work. So your profiles, you've got specific profiles, sound profiles for whatever you're doing. So you've got silent and work, and there's an ultra loud one for outdoor. And you've got, as well as the obvious snake game, then we've got space impact. Let's have a look at this, shall we? It's a kind of very primitive kind of Space Invaders type game. Oh, check out those sound effects. Now, that is going to annoy anybody who's around you. Check that out. Oh, yeah, love it. And bumper, I think, is a pinball game. So again, it would have kept you amused back in the day. So let's fire it off. Oh yeah, I mean those sound effects are excruciating, aren't they? But like I said, mobile wise, there's not much you could do other than these. There we go. Oh, straight down the bottom. I'm not very good at that game. Let's see what else we've got. There's apps. There is apps. And look, there's a browser. You could actually open an app store. There's certainly nothing like Google Play or the Apple App Store. But yes, it did have something. What happens if it's going to try and... It's GPRS. It was one of the first phones with GPRS. Now, I didn't think that would work somehow. Right, what have we got? There's a world clock and there's a converter of some description. So let's open this up, shall we? This is the 2002 equivalent of a loading screen. Alright, there we are. Yep, okay. Pound to euro. Alright. How many euros will £1 get me then, based on the exchange rate that was in this phone? You're having a laugh. You're having a laugh. 162 euros to the pound back in 2002. What's happened? It's a calculator. Yep, right, okay. 56. Oh, there we go. Times 85. Where's the equal sign? Any guesses? Oh, there we are. Right, yeah, well that's fairly easy for it to do, isn't it? And it even had basic PDA capabilities, so there's a to-do list here and a calendar. So let me try and put something in the calendar, see how much effort it takes. So tomorrow at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, I've got, we'll call it a meeting, my radio show. Now that little icon there shows that predictive text is enabled, so I should just be able to type it in. There we are. Right, save. Okay, so it starts at 5 and finishes at 7, and I can even have a reminder. There we go. Now what can I do with that? It doesn't link to Google Calendar or anything like that, obviously, but I can send it via infrared. Or I could even send it as a text message. Wonder if that still works. Let's go in and see the other half, see if that's turned up on her phone. There's the calendar entry that I sent from my ancient phone turned up.
Meeting note.
Oh, it's just arrived as a text, so it doesn't actually put it into the calendar then. But then I suppose you can put it into a schedule from there.
Okay.
There we go. So it is still possible in a clunky way to send calendar entries from a 17-year-old phone to a modern phone. That's not bad going. All in all, back in the, shall we say, more relaxed time in 2002, pretty much everything you wanted, even a WAP browser. Remember WAP? And I've just lost another battery point. Join me tomorrow for day 4 without my smartphone. I'll be on the radio on my own show, and also I'll have another go at getting my hair cut. Feel free to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you tomorrow.